So as a mix, your job is quite often to actually flank because you're the only one who can smoke a trap, so that's why you can see me in this weird position. However, I heard one guy slip past me and rotating to A. Everyone's suggesting me to go middle through the doors for faster timing, but because the way A site is set up, if Viper plants, I would not see him and would not be able to shoot him. That's why I go main and immediately punish him for getting away from his teammate. We also pop the smoke while we are running, and we know that the last guy's on B. He is a neon, so he is fast, but he still doesn't get there in time. And we just get away with 5 bars of gold that has been stolen from the enemy team. And then the glaze from the enemies is just the top of the cherry. Hello everyone who's watching, my name is Happy. I am an immortal coach, and in this series I am playing the newest character, Mix, and I'm breaking down the plays that are currently getting me to immortal with the newest character. And one more thing, if you're tired of improving your aim constantly and it never gives you any results, I suggest you click the first link in the description where I teach how to rank up only using your game sense and preparation for your character. Let's begin the video. So because enemies don't have that much time and we still don't know where Sova is, I know that he's gonna try to run, so I literally pre-fire the angle because I know that my reaction time wouldn't be fast enough to kill him there. I tried to time the ults to delay the spike planting for a couple more seconds, and then I just rushed to him because he cannot hear anything, and we win the round with 0 risk. Here's proof that when you have good game sense, you don't need to be a chamber or a jet to play off. The first angle I take expecting the enemy to be on the left because their execute failed and someone might still be there. I see that my teammate died middle, so Sova might be trying to get a timing quickly. Then we see that Reina died middle again from window, and we know that this is a favorable fight for us to take. We don't want to fight retake with our operator, that's why we are confident in swinging this, and now we have one more enemy to deal with. We pre-fire the first shot because this is a weird angle, and because we are mixed we can use our stun to make sure that we win the round. Hell yeah, Mix is playing up because y'all try. You just tap on a body. You just tap on a body. That can't do that. Chamber doesn't want to buy ult because he's like, no, we don't play ultimates on buy round. What the fuck do you mean we don't play? By the time you pop your ult and we run out of money, you can have another ult, you know? So that's what's really confusing to me. But there was a massive fight A main and I still somehow managed to walk into their trap. Go long. The one thing we can all learn from is when I notice that I'm in a doo-doo, like I'm cooked here, right? I'm cooked. Like there's 2 enemies, they have a crossfire. My instincts somehow figured out the best play, which is to hope that they miss everything and then just run and gun the guy that's closest to me. Here's how you can use Mix Stun to clear out super important spaces. It actually seems like it clears out everything. It's kind of broken. If you're ever splitting bind, I suggest you try this out. So I always teach my students, if you are not comfortable planting the spike, don't be the guy planting the spike, because in your ranks, chances are your teammates will not help you. So that's exactly what happens to this deadlock. I was not in time to trade them because I was covering lamps, and my whole team was AFK because they don't know how the game works and you cannot blame them. Now in this clip, you will see me always peek out whenever I see enemies on the minimap to make sure that I trade my teammates and they don't die for free. Here I can see that Jet is flying up in the air, and now exactly what he wants is a fight while he's still in the air and it's hard for me to hit him. Now I don't do that because I know that he just killed my teammate and he updrafted, he's locked in. So he has the emotional advantage over me. That's why I wait for him to land, check if he's still on the box, and then just assume that he's gonna jump swing me, and he does. I mean, if I started playing like the spike, I would have had the same fate as Deadlock. For everyone who's at least a little bit good with Marshall or just average, I recommend this position on top of the tube and holding hookah on your force rounds. It is probably the strongest position I have ever seen in my entire life. You can also hold long from this exact position if the hookah is smoked. Only revealing this secret because you are a happy viewer. I would not tell this to the whole population because everyone would start doing it and my games would just get hard. 2 of them bought armor. Wait, but the guys who bought armor have the most money. Here is how not to play Waylay. What the fuck? What the hell is that play? Whaley, I have no idea how she stopped fragging. What the hell are those shotgun TPs? I have Whaley courses in the link down in the description, by the way, and this is not how you play her. At least dash, you know? So because my controller gets stolen and I cannot play mix, I don't want to sabotage my team, so I decide to teach some lessons with my Neon. If you die, I die as well for free. Before he jumps out.
Can I die? Yeah, you can.
If you die before this Reyna jumps the ship, I'm gonna kill myself. I will gladly teach a lesson as a coach rather than getting some 15 or R points. For me with Neon, it's nothing. Let's go fast A split. I'm going showers, ultimate fast. Jet dash, and smoke this so you don't die to random raid shit. So not a lot of characters can do this, but Neon is one of them. Where you just literally play for timing. Now I need to reload. Give me your gun, bro. Give me your gun. Reload that shit for me.
Probably, yeah, short. Nice round.
All done. Please don't hug me.
Oh no. I don't know. So because I already went for the fast push, this time I decide to go slower because I am solo in showers. So I wait for my teammates to figure out where this Reyna is, make sure she's not looking at me, get my free kill. I spam a little bit through the smoke so that enemies think, oh, they're still in showers. So they pushed out and my fate got a free kill, as you can see. And now we want to take a fight. We're down numbers, it's a 2v3. We simply just want to fight. We need space, we don't know where they are. It's a 1v3, and after killing this, taking this fight, I decide to immediately reposition because it's a 2v1 and I want to have every single advantage that I can. And me repositioning, it's almost like they're fighting two people because now one guy has to watch main, one guy has to watch showers, one guy maybe has to watch flanks. I go slowly, still looking for that 1v1. Found out this guy, I dash in case he's lamps with an Odin, he's not.
30 seconds left.
I just know that there's no way that he's gonna shoot his ultimate under his feet. That's why I push directly into him. So the enemies pop 25 ults, and of course the best play would be to just run to spawn and wait for all of them to be over. But my whole team dies and now it's for me to clutch a 1v2 situation. I can hear where both of them are, so I quickly come up with a plan. I'm 1 HP, so I don't want to be fighting in these very uneven fights. Instead, I would rather take the fight to hookah, where we're on both even grounds and it's much more likely that I'm gonna hit a random headshot. Trying to play with the movement and the angles to make sure we fight headshots only. But because I see that this Deadlock is playing some weird games, I decide to just rotate. I hear him running behind me, so I hold him for a little bit. The reason why I'm rotating is because when I get a plant, he is not a controller player, which means that if I plant correctly, I can peek him from 5 different angles, and that gives me a very big advantage. So now I'm assuming that he probably rotated to CT or Heaven, that's why I plant in this exact position. We could get spammed from Heaven, but I'm just hoping we don't. And because he TPs now, I don't want to be too far away from the spike. But I also don't want to be in an obvious position, which would be backside near the spike. It was a good fight for him. While I was standing here, if I'm in this area, it's a perfect fight for him. He should just peek and, you know. When I'm here, it's more of like he has a 70% chance of winning that fight. Once I get the plant, I actually almost have the advantage. I think I'm maybe like 60%. So yeah, and that's proof why I would rather die to teach my teammates a lesson than to get my mere 15 RR points. I still don't know what X9 means, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, smash that subscribe button and the like button is the most important actually. And comment down below which clip you liked the most. If you have any thoughts about the clips, I read all of them. click the link down in the description to join our community, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.